And welcome to the first episode of Not New Reviews. I actually just forgot the name of the show. This is the 5th time I've tried recording this because previously I forgot to set it recording and I just forgot something important. Now this is the first game I'm going to do in my Not New Reviews because it's games that aren't new but aren't that old. It's genius, the title, I'm well aware. This game is One Finger Death Punch by Silver Dollar Games. They're not really notable for anything major, except this. And this game I would describe, and I've heard a few other people describe it, as kind of this developer's version of Killer Instinct. They're a developer that's been shuffling out crap for ages, and suddenly come along with a really good game. And that's exactly what One Finger Death Punch is. It's a really good game. It's simple, but it's so fun. Now what I'm going to do is dive in. Just hit play. We have survival of levels, because you know why not, survival is obvious. Levels, now these are actually 3 different level sets. These master levels are different levels to this, and obviously the same with here. I haven't unlocked these yet because I haven't beaten all of the student levels because there are absolutely loads. What we're going to do is I think we'll just jump into a light sword round, which it's just a round with a lightsaber, and there are loads of different round types. This is literally just one with a lightsaber. There are loads of different modes, which on some of them you have to rebound projectiles or destroy the map, or it's like this but with nunchucks. Got some Mustafar shit going on in the background. Music's fantastic. Or there's other ones where you're just killing a bunch of people, but you get to take their weapons off them, slaughter them with their own weapons. Here's our little boss fight. I'm clearly a better Jedi, so sit down. And it's great. There's a weapon which is a ball that you just kick around endlessly unless you fail and miss like an idiot, which I've done quite a few times. So, and there's even boss rounds. Now this boss round is only the second boss in the game. The speed is increased because the speed increases the more levels you play. Oh my god. Oh, I'm doing terrible. But this boss is I'm pressing for no reason. If I was playing properly, this boss fight would be over by now. There we go. So that should have been over a long time ago. I got a silver medal. That's actually terrible. What's my actual rating on this? Gold. That's awful. So, but there are loads of rounds. See, this is a level where you destroy a building, destroy the map. Loads of different rounds. Now what I'm going to do is I think I'll jump into a nunchuck round, and then I'll just jump into survival while I talk about various bits of the game. Now, this is exactly like the lightsaber round, except I have nunchucks. The question is that really a bad thing? I don't think so, because who doesn't want to beat people up with what looks like laser nunchucks? Now they're coming at me pretty quick. Oh, we get a nunchuck boss fight. Come at me, bro. Oh, sit down. That's how it's done. Right. Now we can get to some serious review. Now you've seen the game. Oh wait, one thing I better do is... Oh, I can't show you skills. You get skills, you can have 3 active at any one time. I've only actually unlocked 3 of them though, so these are all irrelevant, but we've got things like deflect 1 hit from deflecting hits, increase attack range, decrease the speed to make obviously life a bit easier. You can use staffs for longer, use clubs for longer, but you can freeze enemies, that's awesome. Wipe the screen, well, So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is going to jump into survival. Let's do blind survival, because I've not actually done that yet. It's what I recently unlocked while I was trying to record this a minute ago, when I wasn't actually when the video wasn't actually recording like an idiot. So we'll jump into this. I have no idea what this is. Here, before survival, we get the option to pick your skills. As I haven't unlocked any of them yet, other than the 3 that I've got active, then we're just going to jump into things. Now, survival mode is going to get hectic, so if I stop talking for a little bit, I apologise, but it's because I'm trying to concentrate and I can't remember that I'm supposed to be talking. What I will say just quickly before I jump in is this game, in my opinion, although it's simple, it's really fun because the developers with the art style have been able to make the animations so much, well, they look so much better because that's all there is. They have to look good because there is nothing but animations because it's just stick figures. So it looks good and it feels really good to play. You can play this with a keyboard, a mouse, or a controller. I prefer playing it with my mouse because it's just left and right click and it's, you know, it's pretty easy, but I can understand why you might want to do it with like the triggers on a controller, because then you're not just using one hand, you're not going to get RSI, because this game will give you RSI if you play it for a long amount of times. Just in case you don't know what that is, repetitive strain injury. This game will give you this if you play it for long periods of time, I have no doubt about that. I mean, after my 5 attempts of recording, my 2 fingers on my right hand that I'm clicking my mouse with do ache a bit, but that's just because I'm a bit of a wuss. But I have also been playing this game for about half an hour straight, and all I'm doing is clicking, moving 2 fingers. It is going to give you RSI. If you play this for several hours at a time, it will give you RSI. I would put money on that. But anyway, injuries aside, there's no disclaimers to sign when you buy this game, which is £4 by the way, which is, I would actually say cheap as chips, but it depends what chips you're buying. You're buying a bag of McCain's, cheap as chips. If you're buying Tesco's own, not a chance. It's like 4 bags of those, but 4 bags of chips or a game this good, it's going to be the game. Hands down, it's a no-brainer. The music is also great in every way, as in combat noise, just the noise when I'm hitting them, when they're getting hit, as in the physical screams and whelps, I don't mean the little dragons, and just the general background music. It's just really nice, and it changes as you heard in the lightsaber round. It's all epic when you're doing the lightsaber rounds, and overall I just find this game really appealing, and you get so much out of it, especially for the price. Right, and these are actually different fighting styles, I discovered. I'm not sure what difference they actually make in the combat. Oh, that's blind. It doesn't tell me what the enemies' types are. That could be a pain, because I haven't played much of the game. Here's the ball I was talking about, which will actually help a lot in this blind mode. There's a weapon. Oh! But this game just feels so visceral. Just the blood splatters. So I know it's mostly blind, but I know that they are going to be... Oh, hello. I feel alive. Bang, boom, boom, boom. See, there are loads of enemy types that'll switch, jump to the other side of you multiple times. You get those little boss ones that you have a crown on, so it's not completely blind. These green ones need to be hit several times. He had a bomb on his balls for no reason. I didn't hit him twice for some other reason. But there are enemies that appear... It doesn't even tell me about this. But there are enemies that appear that need to be hit more than twice. Obviously that's not... Oh! That need to be hit more than twice. Obviously that's not a massive change. like that guy, but it's technically still a different enemy type. So what I'm basically trying to get at is, for however simple this game appears, you can catch weapons out of the air, which, you know, makes you feel like a badass. And that's what this game is all about. But as I was trying to say, while this game appears simple, it's a lot more complex than it would first appear. And it's actually it actually gets surprisingly challenging unless you pick up the ball, because it's hilarious. So we transition to a lightsaber round. See, this is the thing, even survival mode isn't just beating on waves of the same enemies. It swaps you into this. I'm sure eventually, if you get further enough in survival, it'd probably throw bosses at you. You get the ability to chop lots of people up at once, like that. Feel even more like a badass. And I've already said that once, but that is what this game is all about. Making you feel like an absolute badass killing machine that can just slaughter a bunch of dudes without a care in the world, and makes you feel really good about it. Not sure really what else there is to say, because this game is just, damn it, incredibly fun. And as I've already stated, it's really cheap, £4, or you can get it on bundlestars.com. In a bundle, it's like $2.99, I believe, the bundle that this is in. It's this with at least 3 other games. I don't know if the other games are worth purchasing, but at the end of the day, it's this and at least 3 other games, which may or may not be any good. As far as that's, again, as I've said, that in my mind is a impaled. See, that's just awesome. Why wouldn't? What is? Just a sword at your face. Oh, there is a bit of an indicator when you miss. And it's just, why wouldn't you want this game? It's a no-brainer with the cheap, with the value for money that you get, £4. It's just fantastic. Obviously, I'm not telling you to go out and spend money you don't have, but should you ever come into £4, which, let's be honest, is going to happen. Just look at this ball, you just wreck people with it, unless you miss. But if you ever have a spare £4, then by all means, I could not recommend a game more than One Finger Death Punch. Just for the money you're paying. For the money you're paying, it's just, I'm honestly not sure I can think of a game that gives you better value for money for this price. Just catch weapons and you bounce around like that, look at that. Just so satisfying, just the noise that makes as it bounces around makes the same noise as a bell. Oh, see, this is the great thing about this. You die, you only got 1 hit left. It's only if you get this sweet golden sword that makes you, oh crap. Well, there you go, that's One Finger Death Punch. Can I, in fact, let's do LA2M Latum, of course, because why not? That, I'm not even sure that's a good score. But what we'll do is I'll just hop out into the menus while I wrap this up. So yeah, One Finger Death Punch, great game. If you've ever got a spare £4 hanging around, go out and buy it. I cannot reiterate that anymore. It is so freaking good. Obviously, I can't say anymore. You've seen the video. You can make up your own damn mind. But if you wanted my opinion, not that any of you probably do, this game is freaking amazing for the value for money you're getting. So good. Go and buy it. Like I say, you can either get it on Steam or at Humble, no, or at bundlestars.com. I can't remember which bundle it's in, but it's in one of their bundles. I think it's one of their like indie bundles. One of them, I mean, some of their bundles actually have the word indie in them. I'm pretty sure it's one of those. It might be the bundle with a picture of Tiny and Big's grandpa thing, you know, that. It might be on that bundle. Anyway, go and have a look on there. It's either $3.99 on Steam or $2.99 with the bundle. Great game. It's cheap. Hours of fun. Not all at once, because it will break your fingers. Just play it for play a few rounds, go off, and come back whenever you want. It's that kind of game. It's just so good at what it does. Right, I'm gonna stop licking this game's arse, even though there's nothing bad to say. I can't think of anything bad to say. Obviously, I can understand why people might think it's bad because of the graphic style, but it's because of the graphic style, in my opinion, that it feels so good to play. Because it's just so simple and it works well in the context. I'm not suggesting every game should look like this, but in this instance it works extremely well for what they're trying to achieve. This is like Dive Kick. It breaks brawlers down to its raw component and says, this is what you're doing, you're clicking a button and punching a dude. And that's all this game is. It just breaks it down to its core and says, this is what you're actually doing in a brawler. We're just going to give you that, and we're going to make you feel like a badass. That's what this game does. So I'd highly recommend this game. Go and buy it, enjoy it. Just don't play it a lot in the same like in a long period of time, because I guarantee you'll probably get RSI from it, and no one wants that. This has been Not New Reviews, Episode 1, and I will see you next time for another review. Goodbye.